Well, hello there, good morning GDQ, how are you? My name is Vahisht, the second H is silent, and this is the original Deus Ex. It's a game about conspiracy theories and wearing sunglasses at night. But also it's an amazing speed game, it's full of glitches and tech that I'll be trying to showcase and explain throughout the run. Before we begin, we have donation incentives for this run. We have a bid war for the ending, for one of the three possible endings, which is still running and will be for the next 30 to 40 minutes. I will be providing updates. So if you want to see a specific ending, you still have that option. We also had a donation incentive for the player's name, which I'm going to need to know which name actually won.
Oh yeah, by the narrowest margin of roughly about $5,000. You will be naming your character H Bomber Guy.
Of course.
That's capital H and everything else is lowercase.
Bomber Guy. Oh, of course, yeah. The Z is on the bottom. This is gonna haunt me a lot because I will be typing passwords in, but we'll get there when we get there, okay? All right, the game is asking us to create a character. I'm going to have everything untrained because right as the run starts, I'm going to do a skill duplication glitch, and this way I have more to work with. How are we ready? Are we ready on the time?
Should be finalized within the
okay,
week.
so the time starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So right off the bat, some good old save state abuse. Hold on. Save state abuse, I'm going to, by doing a precise combination of saves, loads, and opening of the skill menu, I can actually spend skill points for certain skills, and then when I save and load, I get all the skill points refunded, but I still get to keep all the skills that I actually purchased, and that way I can get advanced heavy weapons and master swimming right off the bat, plus some extra skill points that I'll be able to use later in the game for assault rifles. Now this mission over here is a sort of like a story introduction mission. We're supposed to go up there to the Statue of Liberty to apprehend the leader of the enemies. And only then will the doors that lead outside of the level open. We are, of course, not doing that. Instead, I'm going to try to do this somewhat precise and also a little bit random throw of a grenade, which just failed. And when that works, there is a receptionist. So sorry, these doors over here. Is this gonna work? I'm gonna give it a oh yes, okay. That is, I was so nervous about that. There's a receptionist inside this lobby, and when he hears the explosion, he tries to escape that room. And as it is with many older games, NPCs can just open any doors they like. And if they can't open them in this game, they just destroy them. So this is a nifty little tool that we have to, get places where we really shouldn't be. This leads us here. This is UNATCO HQ. This is sort of our home base between missions. There's a couple people who have to visit. One is Sam Carter, this gentleman, who gives us 2 absolutely useless items. But what we do need is in the medic bay on this body over here, throwing knives. I'm just gonna have a chat with the doctor.
You look like...
So the throwing knives, we can get randomly anywhere between 1 and 4. We need at least 2. We have 4. That hasn't happened in a while. Let's go. What do we need them for? Well, conversation skips. You see, when an NPC takes damage during conversation, the conversation is skipped.
What's that?
So, if that knife managed to hit that gentleman, the conversation would just be skipped. And when you get the flag for finishing conversation at the start of the conversation, so you just don't have to do it again. So it's not a major time save. It saves a couple seconds. And there's only one more instance where we'll be using that in the level after the next level. Now we're pretty much done with this mission. We're leaving this mission. We're gonna take a couple more things that are just lying on the ground that we're gonna need for the rest of the run. There's the mini crossbow from that gentleman over there, and from this guy we don't need the baton, but we definitely need candy bars and cigarettes. Those are absolutely essential for our strats. And we'll be using copious amounts of those for various glitches. So that is us just leaving the first mission. Deus Ex is it's a very technical game, surprisingly technical. It is not movement-based at all, it's trick-based. Essentially, you go from point A to point B, you do a skip, you do a sequence break, and then you go on. Sort of the secret with Deus Ex speedrunning is that you cannot overstep just a...
Lead the way.
Okay, you cannot overstep how much you're sort of glitching the game, because if you glitch it a little too much, you will start soft locking, you will start getting crashes, you know, things like that. So we just have to be careful. Now, there's a hostage situation in a subway station that we will try our best to ignore. I'm going to look into the ground here to delay the start of this fight. I'm going to make a save. This is the subway station with the hostages. I'm going to shoot a bolt down there to distract these terrorists. I'm going to save load through this laser, and I'm going to hope everything's fine, okay? And that's the mission done. Now, I'm going to skip a conversation yet again, so that's what it looks like when it works. All right, nice. Now, what I'm doing is going to stop making sense for a little bit, but I promise I'm going to explain everything. I'm going to do like 4 tricks back to back. But first, I have to open these doors over there using my trusty rocket launcher. And then back here, I'm going to say hi to this gentleman. 6549 is this code. I'm going to take this item. And now we're going to start glitching the game. I'm going to take a strategic death, save load to resurrect myself because that's the Phoenix glitch, go through the loading trigger, drop off my rocket launcher, loot my body, the flamethrower, the biocell, go back in immediately, use cigarettes for another strategic death, go back out the loading trigger, back in, and then get all these things. And now I have duplicated several items in my inventory. Unfortunately, they are not ordered the way I would normally like them, but I'll make that work, hopefully. But before I explain what I did, I'm going to try to do a lamb jump to save a couple of seconds over this fence. Yeah. So what happened is that I have minus 182 health, and when I try to use a healing item now, but my HP still remains negative, the NPCs will get completely broken. They will not be able to see me. Let me demonstrate. He has no idea. We call this the dead man walking state, and it's the way we use to sort of trivialize a lot of encounters, sneak through levels, you know, things like that. There is a massive drawback to that, unfortunately, and that if I take any point of damage during, you know, when I'm in that state, I will immediately die. Any amount of damage is lethal. So I have to be really careful about, you know, any fall damage, any environmental damage, things like that. That lamb jump that I just did is the last lamb jump of the run, because in the next level we will get something much better. Let me just verify. Yes, everything seems to be fine. I'm not entirely sure why my quick bar isn't what it is on every single run, but you know, this has never happened before. It's all good.
Oh, that's 2 runs in a row.
I don't know.
You
It's the curse. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Now,
Hey, while I'm on the mic, do we have time for a few donations?
You can do like 2, yeah.
Okay, very good. You got a lot of love coming in here. We got $10 from Janitor that says, "Good luck on the run, Vahisht. Much love from the family." And we have a $10 donation from Nordic that says, "Is that superstar Vin Diesel on screen here at GDQ? Oh no, it's the one and only Vahisht. Best of luck on the run, cheering you on from the frozen north." Family.
Thank you very much, thank you. Okay, so now the game is going to change pace very rapidly. In the last level, we picked up an item called an augmentation canister. Augmentations in this game are this sort of superhuman abilities you can install, and the one that we have here just so happens to be the only one we need for the whole run. It's the leg augmentation. This allows us to run faster, jump higher, and take less fall damage, which we will, because you know, this is Deus Ex, we're going to glitch it even much further to get where we need. There was a nifty optimization, because Anna, our colleague, wants to go into the room right as the conversation ends, but I blocked her with the flower, so she did not manage to get into the doors before I managed to leave the room. All right, so that is the second mission essentially done. Now we're going to go to the next mission. So far we have introduced a couple of tricks, you know, the main major glitches that we use throughout the run to, you know, do the game fast. In the next mission, I think we're going to introduce like 4 more very important glitches that we're going to be using throughout the rest of the run as well. One is right here at the start. I used to call it the elevator skip, but it also has a second name, the corpse drop. Essentially, when you manage to explode yourself, you don't collide with temporary objects like elevators or like anything that moves eventually. And that way we can skip, you know, a lot of things. The elevators are a slight optimization, but it also allows us to do more drastic sequence breaks. Now, coming up is a different glitch that is also super important, and that is the grenade clip. So, grenades are very broken physical objects in this game, and if you stand on... So let me actually just show you. I'm gonna throw it here. I'm gonna save on top of it. I actually had it. And then I'm gonna keep loading, and then I'm on the other side of the door. So what happens is that when I stand on top of the... Thank you. When I stand on top of the grenade, it sort of wiggles me around a lot. And I save at the right time, which is actually not required. I save at the right time, and then I sort of like re-roll the way it wiggles me. And, you know, I eventually get through the door. Now, a little math problem. I have one grenade, okay? There's a second grenade on the wall. So how many grenades is that? Exactly, 10. Duplication glitches, of course. If you pick up an item in the world, it remains in the world for a couple frames, right? And so what we do is we bind pickup to mouse wheel, and that and that allows us to oh boy, ho, 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 ho. I just pressed the, oh, you know what, that's fine. We're gonna do the math bit again. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. And that allows us to, binding to a mouse wheel allows us to pick an item up multiple times before it disappears from the world. And that's the way we use to, duplicate all the consumable items that we need, like candy bars, biocells, medkits for emergencies, things like that. I'm gonna make a slight detour over here to grab a specific item, like the Law. The Law is a massively overpowered rocket launcher. It's the green thingy over there. Oh, I see what went wrong. Yeah, I don't need this. Look at that. Yeah, it's this guy. It's a super strong rocket launcher. I'm struggling with the word rocket launcher. I don't know why. It's a very strong rocket launcher, and it's single use, right? And we need it for escape at the end of the run. But because this is Deus Ex, we're gonna glitch it a little bit more to get more mileage out of it. More glitches. I'm gonna go into the menu a couple of times, and now I can jump really high. If you go deep enough in the menu with an active augmentation, the game reapplies its effects without first taking away the initial one. And that way, we can, mostly we use that to, get over obstacles, but also to stack up on fall damage reduction to, survive falls. Now, this is the single shot rocket launcher. I'm gonna shoot it, and then when I leave the level before the game finishes the animation to take it away from me, I get to keep it. And that way we can, let me do one more, just out of habit. Okay, cool. And so that way we can get, in very specific cases where we are near an end of the level, or like a level transition, we can get a couple more shots out of it. So now, I'm just gonna go back to the base and talk to the boss, and not much is gonna be happening right now. So if you have anything more to read, now is you have like a solid minute.
Oh, fantastic, because you're getting plenty of love in here. We have a $15 donation from Henny that says, "Hey Vahisht, Henny here. Hope you are having an amazing time in the US. It's always a pleasure to see Deus Ex on the big stage, so good luck on the run. Special shout-outs to Speed Fam and, obviously, Max. Can't wait to see y'all again soon this year." We have a $10 donation from Phoenix that says, "Did you know there are very rare lighting effects in this game? Me neither."
That is a great reference, thank you.
$20 from Ali that says, "Good luck to my favorite Fast and Furious speedrunner."
I will never get rid of that label in my life.
No, I guess not.
That especially hurts with my girlfriend.
Oh, there's more. There's more coming. We got $20 from Adrian Powers that says, "Delighted to see Deus Ex at AGDQ once again. Huge thanks to the event staff and all the runners. And remember, a bomb's a bad choice for close-range combat." And we have a $5 donation from Sear Death who says, "Hey Vahisht, best of luck. Save the bald guy. I believe in you. And that's actually a fantastic opportunity to update you all on the bid war for the ending choice here.
Yes, please, yeah.
Yeah, right now, Ascension is in the lead with $220. Directly behind it is Dark Age with $210. And then not too far behind that is Illuminati with $175. So very, very close bid war. If you want to see something in particular there, you still have time. Not too much, but you still have time. Make sure you donate. Scroll all the way down when you go to the donate page to apply it to the correct incentive to make sure that you're getting it to see what you want to see here at HADQ.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, all three endings are solid choices, so you can't really go wrong. Right, so here, this is where the story starts getting really interesting, and we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna finish a mission before we even get it. I'm gonna glitch the law yet again. There we go. You see, there's a lot of codes, you know, logins, passwords that you can write, and they never change. So if you know them in advance, you can just get to places that you shouldn't be able to. For example, here it was Napoleon Revolution, and now we finished the mission, and we're gonna go back. Now, spoiler. Once we return back to our brother, the police will arrest us, and they will put us in a cell and take all our items away. I don't want that to happen. And for that, we have a trick. We have glitchy saves. Now, when you have a glitchy save and you try to load it, the game stops executing all scripts that it's currently running. So that way, if I use it at the right time, I will be able to prevent the game from, taking my items away from me. That is going to happen very soon. Oh, nice, very soon. I'm going to use my cigarettes. Now I'm going to line myself up to trigger the right conversation.
Your buddy.
There we go. Use the cigarettes, use the glitchy safe, get my grenade, and now I'm in the prison, but with all my items, so I can just clip out of the cell and just leave. Now, I'm actually saying glitchy saves, we don't actually use them anymore. That was, for any speedrunner, that was a massive pain, because they were notoriously volatile. If you use them at the wrong time, you would essentially break your game. And you also had to create them during the run. It was a pain. Since then, we figured out that you actually can just forcibly load from an empty save, and it has all the positive effects of a glitchy save without having any of the negatives. So that is a massive quality of life improvement for us Deus Ex runners. Here we got a key from our trusty hacker, and now we're just gonna leave Unatco HQ. They don't like us anymore. We, tried blending into the new workspace. We really didn't, unfortunately. So we are now shunned, and we're gonna leave for Hong Kong, the next section of the game. And Hong Kong is the home of the most severe sequence break that we have in the game. Plus a very interesting trick, but I'm gonna talk about it when we're close to it. So now we're traveling to Hong Kong. Of course, we're gonna get trapped in this whatever this is. I'm gonna immediately clip out of here. Now, okay, no, we're fine. There's lightning here, and it can give you damage randomly. And because any damage is death, that essentially means that when I see lightning, I can just randomly die, and there's nothing I can do about this. Now, I'm just going to be putting a lot of codes into places, codes that I shouldn't be, I'm not supposed to know yet to, sequence break the game. So, Vani, if you have a couple more, great time.
It's really funny that you mentioned the codes, because in this next donation here, which is from Heinke, and it's a $5 donation, it says, "Heads up, Vahisht, family is here. Wish you the best and good luck on the run. Greetings from Germany, first-time viewer, second-time donator. Looking forward to the next time we do Deus Ex co-op here," and then it ends with 0451. Does that have any kind of relevance?
Of course, 0451 is the first code you encounter in every Deus Ex game, and it's a very common Easter egg in many other games. It's in Dishonored, it's in so many games. It's even the name of our speedrunning group, the 0451.
I got plenty more here for you if you're good.
One more.
Okay, here we go. We've got a $10 donation from Cropax that says, "Hi Vahisht, good luck on the run. As a family man yourself, have you remembered to sign up for the Speed Fam Raid Night? Sign-ups are up, and we need you. Have a great time at GDQ, and remember, everyone, family."
The new patch isn't out yet. What are you talking about? Anyway, okay, so yeah, this is essentially the last area of the Hong Kong storyline. We're supposed to destroy this particular thing, but all you really have to do is touch the trigger that is at the end of the level. So we're just gonna elevator skip through this thing, and now we're done. So that's it. But now we have a pretty severe problem. You see, the game knows that we finished the final quest, but if we don't have any NPC to turn the quest into, because the game also knows we haven't finished the prerequisite quest. And so if we get too close to the NPC that, you know, finishes the quest, the game will delete him. And, you know, some years ago, the strat here would be to just go and finish that prerequisite quest, to go to Tanachi Road, get the Dragon Tooth Sword, you know, figure out the Triad Wars, all that stuff. But since then, there is a very interesting glitch that allows us to just not do any of that. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to that NPC and abuse a little mechanic in the game. Abuse a little mechanic in the game, because there's an optimization written inside the game where the game will not delete any person that was rendered less than 5 seconds ago. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna forcibly render that NPC, and then we can just get close to him, and if we manage to do it in 5 seconds, he will just not disappear. Now this is a very counterintuitive trick, because in this game you cannot go out of bounds. I really need to stress that there is no out of bounds in Deus Ex. If your collider as much as touches anything that would be considered out of bounds, the game deletes you. Except for this one particular level. This level is the sole exception to that rule, as far as we know, and it just so happens to be the level where we can use that the most. So here I'm going to talk to the NPC, that is Tracer Tong, and now we finished the Hong Kong storyline. We're done. And now we need to go back to Jock. I should have mentioned Jock is the pilot of that black helicopter that's been, you know, chaperoning us around, and who's going to be our personal chauffeur for the rest of the game. So yeah, so now we're just gonna leave Hong Kong and return back to the US. I'm gonna mention a trick. It's a bit of a foreshadowing, but so in the next level nothing really happens. In the level after that, we will be required to sink a ship. For that, we would like to use the law again. Unfortunately, we cannot use the same tricks that we've been using before. But there's a different trick. There's a different trick we can do to duplicate the law, and it's super finicky. The game internally caches several items for you, based on, you know, in which order you picked up your items. And when you, take a strategic death and then go through a loading trigger, the game returns those cached items to you. So hopefully I did it correctly, but the strat is that from the start of the run, I was picking items up in a very specific order to ensure that I have the correct items cached. We will see how this works, because there was a bit of an issue at the start of the run where I was given one item extra, which completely reshuffled everything I took. We'll see. We'll see. I remain optimistic. So now we're gonna go to the Brooklyn shipyards. I'm gonna take 2 stacks of super jump. Shoot a rocket over there, which is where the entrance to the shipyard is. I'm gonna prepare my cigarettes to get that strategic death ready. Phoenix Glitch to resurrect myself. And now let's see. That is not ideal, but I can make this work. I'm missing one item. I'm missing biocells.
Well, while you search for that item, can I come in here with a couple of big ones?
Sure.
We got a $1,000 donation.
Whoa.
This one's from Nuclear Toaster. It says, had to donate during my favorite game. I lost my dad to leukemia in October, and while he never really got into gaming, I'm sure he would have loved picking apart all the systems in Deus Ex. His favorite thing to do was pull at strings and watch things unravel. Watching you abuse every quirk makes me even more sure he would have a great time. And we also have a $2,004.51 donation. This one comes from a tall shade of the color red, and it says, oh my God, JC, a donation.
Nice reference, nice. So as you can see on top left, the red bar, that's my energy. It's running very low. I am in danger. But the backup is this guy over here because he can recharge some of my energy. So that's why I don't like necessarily need those biocells. Now here's where I'm going to use the law. Essentially what we're doing here is blowing up 5 weld points and reversing the flow of bilge pump. I don't know, something like that. We're just hacking computers. And now I've already done 4 out of 5. So now once I hit the 5th one, there should be a very subtle clue that I've actually done this. Game. No, I did 3 out of 5. Now I have 4 out of 5. Give me a second. I know where the last one is. This is slightly unfortunate because I'm gonna have to run for longer with that subtle clue. Yep. The ship will start shaking uncontrollably. There will be alarm blaring. This, by the way, there's a co-op mod for this game, and this effect of this shaking is just profoundly broken. It is. Heinke could tell you all about it. Okay, so now we are essentially done with the mission. I'm gonna go back to my body and pick up all the items that I cached there. And we're just gonna have one last visit in the US before we continue with the story. Let me just quickly check. Everything seems to be fine. We seem to be on track. Everything's going smoothly.
Cool, so that means I can read off some more donations for you,
I think
right?
one.
One? Okay. We got a $10 donation from Eris that says, Vahisht is love. Vahisht is your favorite speedrunner's favorite speedrunner. Vahisht is the best Call of Duty villain. Vahisht is my favorite family guy.
Oh boy, that was loaded. Thank you, Eris. Right, so here we once again finished the mission before we got it. So we duplicated our chauffeur. And now, continuing with the dystopian theme of Deus Ex, we're now going to Paris, where we're gonna visit a couple of things. And this would actually, if you have more to read, this would be a great time as well, because nothing's gonna be happening for like a minute.
Vahisht, listen, you don't gotta ask. Just tell me. We're
Okay,
good.
listen. Yeah, sure. Let's start with a minute, because right now I'm gonna jump off a tower. I'm gonna use super jump to save myself. I'm gonna go to catacombs, and then it's just clipping through doors. That's it.
And then it's just me reading donations.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Fantastic. $50 from Duncan Shoe that says, Speed Fam represent. Hey, Sir Vahisht, hope you're having a great time at GDQ. When are we going to see the glory of true speed of the Fast and Furious on the big stage?
There is no way I'm bringing Fast and Furious to GDQ. There's absolutely no way I could do this to this thing.
We have a $50 donation from JC Denton that says, a bomb! We have a $25 donation from Mark J that says, oh my God, JC, a donation!
That is such a popular meme. I love it.
And we also have a $50 donation from Aiko that says, can't believe it's the last day already. Love you all. Please try to take care of yourselves and each other in this last stretch. We're in this together. We sure are. And not only is this a last stretch, and we're in this together, we're trying to push now to 1.5 million. We got to get to that 1.5. So, folks, I gave a shout out to Europe before. I said good morning to all of you. Now is when I need y'all to step up and really bring those donations in. Let's get the momentum here for the last day so we can truly finish strong.
That was what the thing just happened was really unnerving, because I loaded into being clipped, but I didn't realize it, so I loaded again into not being clipped. And my heart sank for a short while, but then I loaded into it once again being clipped. So I was very lucky over there. So what we're doing here, we are trying to find a French lady, Nicolette Duclair, the last living descendant of Illuminati. She's in this club over here, and there's a little finickiness over here, right? Because I'm gonna blow up these doors, and now I really have to talk to her before she starts panicking due to the explosion. You see, because her panicking animation, she will refuse to talk to me if she's panicking. That was her, by the way. You see, and there's the panicking people, because her panicking animation is like a minute, which we would have to wait out. And the backup for that is just very unpleasant, because you don't really want to load in that area. So that is Nicolette.
Let's hit it.
That is Jock. And that in the background, the gentleman who's currently running, that's Gunther Herman. He is our former colleague. He's the current boss of the Paris storyline. So we will meet him very soon. And it's going to be an epic battle for sure. Now we are in Chateau Duclair. This is probably the most recent change of the route. It's a rather small optimization, but still. You see, what we used to do before is go inside the chateau and grab a metal box to put it here. This is the end of the level, and use it to clip ourselves. Since then, a viewer on stream of one of our runners discovered that you can just do this very specific double-thrown grenade clip, and you're just in there, and that's it. It is remarkably consistent, super easy. It is much faster. It is faster. It's an optimization, and yeah, it's a great quality of life improvement. Right, this is essentially the last real section of the Paris storyline. Gunther, the gentleman that we just saw, is waiting over here. Now he's so let me first try to open the doors over here. Oh, that worked, lovely. I'm gonna open secret doors that lead to Gunther. Now Gunther, he's a pretty strong opponent, but luckily I know a very secret handshake that will make him not wanna deal with me anymore. Nice. 34541 08711, and that is it done. So now we're just gonna return and go once again to the subway station to finish this storyline of the game. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, because when we're duplicating items, we're using the mouse wheel, right? We're binding pickup to mouse wheel, and because of that, it is significantly easier if you have a free-scrolling mouse. That, of course, means that Deus Ex is not immune from the infamous curse of G502, which it's a very common thing. Dishonored has that, Mirror's Edge has that. It's super common, and because of that, because we don't want to be allow players to buy something to make them better at the game, we have recently allowed free scrolling macros for the game. We have a little bit more restrictions than what Mirror's Edge has or what Dishonored has, but it's still a very nice thing for new runners to, not be discouraged from the game. Now, one of the best skips in the game coming up right now. We are done with Paris. Now we're gonna go to Vandenberg. Vandenberg is a relatively long and complex level, but there is a skip that allows us to skip the whole thing entirely. We're not even gonna leave the roof. I'm gonna immediately train my rifles as high as I can. I'm gonna line myself up. I'm gonna try to shoot at that mountain over there. And that is the end of the level. The way this works, for some reason, there is an end level trigger just over there in the air. And for some reason, it accepts collision from bullets. So what we used to do is just empty a clip and Hail Mary on that mountain. But since then, we found a very consistent lineup. And so now we can just skip the whole thing and just not worry about it at all. Right, this mission is a little morbid because this is a hostage rescue mission. But the problem is the game progresses whether the hostage survives or not, and it is it's much faster to just but as a result, we get a really nice voice line.
That's too bad about Tiffany. I gave it my best shot. We know.
The JC is an iconic character. He's one of the reasons why people love this game so much, because the way he's completely emotionless in the most drastic situation is just beautiful. Now we are sort of reaching the end game now. So as far as the donation incentive for the ending goes, I'm gonna say like 5 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes, something like that.
Okay, well, we just had something major happen here. Ascension has taken a massive lead now with $776. Dark Age is in second place, but that's at 260. So, for those of you Dark Age ending fans, you got to get some big donations in now if you want to see that happen. Speaking of donations, I got a few more for you here. I got a $12 donation that says John Unatko here. It's all in the numbers. Number 1, that's terror. Number 2, that's terror. We have a $10 donation from Finzi who says, Vahisht is my favorite Saturday family export. We have $10 from Avril that says, from the actual Vahisht family, and next time if your mother wants a message that you read, please send her one. With love from brother.
Okay,
And-
I forgot to let my family know that I arrived safely in Pittsburgh.
There you
Okay,
go.
I apologize.
Very good. And we have a $35 donation that says, from Sequence of Numbers, that says, during the last run, someone named Ophelia gave and said their birthday was on Monday. I have the same birthday. Well, happy birthday. And to everyone out there listening, if today's your birthday, if your birthday's coming up soon, if your birthday happened recently, donate, say so in the comments, and I promise I will wish you a happy birthday on the air.
And that's a bargain. Right, yeah. I wanted to talk about something. Oh, right, yeah. Well, this mission, we are now on the ocean floor. This is a little finicky of an area, because right now there's just everything went wrong, you know. There's a lot of lightning, for example, like here in this Rerex room, that I have to be careful about, because it can randomly kill me, and if it does, then I just have to deal with it. It never happens.
Okay, Vahisht, I got to jump in here with a very important donation.
Sure.
It's a $451 donation from H-Bomber Guy.
Oh,
Who
okay.
says, oh my God, JC, an H-bomb. Can't believe I got to write that. Thanks for the shout out, guys, and thanks, Vahisht, for showing off grenade clip.
Of course, of course. I was just gonna, I heard a grenade clip. I was gonna do grenade clip. I don't need to. I have the key from this door. Oh, that's fine. Because you can clip through these doors. It only saves time if you do it first try. And it probably doesn't save time RTA, I feel like. Well, now, Manny, do you know the song from the 80s by the Weather Girls?
Which one?
I think it's called It's Raining Man.
I'm familiar. Why do you ask, Vahisht?
No reason.
No reason.
No
Just,
reason.
yeah, just making casual conversation. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, just bonding, you know.
Very nice.
Right, there's a computer here. It's once again a scary computer for me once again because it has the letter Y, and yeah, I am used to having Y on the bottom, and this computer just has it on top. MJ Skywalker. Now, oh yeah, a little soft log that can happen here. The infilling that is currently playing on top. If you interrupt it in any way, you soft log. The world state doesn't progress. If you don't let it play out, the world state doesn't progress, and you're just stuck here forever. It happens to the best of us. So now, yeah, we're just, yeah, the infilling ended. We're all good. And now we're just gonna return. Oh, whoops. We're gonna return back from where we came from. So if you have more to read, this is just gonna be backtracking for a while. Also, sorry, update on the donation incentive. I'm gonna say like a minute, and I'm gonna need to have the thing closed.
Yeah, well, it looks like that donation from H-Bomber Guy was put toward Ascension. It's at 776. Dark Age is at 260, but this is we're perfect time for a snipe, right? Someone wants to come in with a big donation. You can at least pretend it's your birthday. I'll read it. It's fine. But just come in with a donation. If you want to see Dark Age or even Illuminati, you can. That still has a chance too. But it's got to be a big donation, and it's got to be very, very soon.
Yes, yes. I'm also not surprised that Ascension is winning because that is the fan favorite. It is also the longest of the endings. But you know, hey, more Deus Ex. Now, something I need to explain. The most difficult trick of the run coming up, well, in the next level, so essentially now. The next level is the Rocket Silo. And the Rocket Silo is a relatively complex level, but we can skip it entirely by one extremely precise shot. No, that's why we need the law, by the way, this rocket launcher. The rockets from this rocket launcher spawn a short distance in front of you so you can shoot through items, or, you know, walls, thin walls, essentially. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna shoot down a hatch, down a rocket silo, to hit a piece of wall that's like 2/3 of the way down, so that the rocket blast is just enough to kill the boss of that level. And that is, it's a very difficult shot. It is, you don't have much wiggle room, and you essentially need to do it blind, because you have the hatch in your face. You don't see where you're shooting. It is quite difficult, and to make it even more difficult, we couldn't install the correct version of the game that I'm normally running back home. We're using a different renderer, which is somewhat unfortunate because the lighting is different. So I am just going off of muscle memory now. So now I have to lock in. I have to focus. Not quite. Let's give it another shot. It is doing something, just not quite where it should. There we go. And that gives the entire level. It is very unfortunate that trick that is this difficult is at the end of the run, and it is infamous with you know, the Deus Ex speedrunning community. But yeah, that's just the way the game is. So yeah, I'm gonna need to have the donations and for the ending closed. So is it the Ascension then?
It sure is. With $776, your winner is the Ascension.
Let's go. That is a great ending. I feel like it's a fan favorite. I recently heard someone talking about playing the game casually, and they said, yeah, they also selected that ending. I am more of an Illuminati man myself, but I can respect some Ascension. So, the Ascension will also bring us, you know, actually, let me get ready, because for that particular ending, I'm gonna need more grenades. So I'm just gonna do some quick duplication. The Ascension ending will bring us to a new section of Area 51 where we're currently, you know, located. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, to a different section of Area 51 that we would normally not see. I'm gonna give a warning to tech, by the way. There's gonna be a loud sound in that new area. I will let you know like 5 seconds in advance that the sound needs to be turned down. I'm not seeing tech from my position, but I'm gonna assume that they heard that. So now I'm gonna do awesome, this clip. This would essentially be the last clip of the run in a normal route, because the normal ending we go for is Dark Age. That is by far the shortest one, and you literally just press a button and you're done. For Illuminati, it's also a button, but it's just a little bit further away. For Ascension, we have to work for it a little bit more. Now, a little awkward elevator with these gentlemen, because they cannot see me, because, you know, I'm essentially dead. To this section of Area 51. And now this is where the route is going to start differing quite a bit. Normally the ending is like right over there. Now we're going to have to go this way. So I'm going to go up here. 1038 is this code. I have all the codes written down, by the way, just in case. Because, you know, normally you have to remember them, but, you know, if this is not part of the normal route, then, you know, it's not as deep in my muscle memory. We need to clip through these doors. We would have to do that for Illuminati as well, but for Ascension, oh no, oh no, oh no. No, it's fine, it's fine. For Ascension, we will have to clip back out as well. The loud sound warning coming up in about 5 seconds, so please get ready. And loud sound coming up now is the doors. Yep. All good. Here I have to hack a computer. This is gray test lab 12. Wonderful. And I have to shoot these alien guys, right? Because for some reason they have a radiation aura. They give very small amounts of damage, just, you know, randomly. And yeah, because I'm in Dead Man Walking, they would essentially kill me immediately. 4167 is this code. Here a slightly tricky part.
What does that mean?
Because I get stuck in this pose. All good. Quickly eat a candy bar to disappear. 6188 is this code. Normally you would have to go also like over there to do something. But yeah, you can interact with this computer even through the wall. This is Icarus Panopticon. Panopticon, there we go. And now we just have to backtrack, return to Helios, game will be over. So time will be coming up in maybe like half a minute, 30 seconds, something like that. So please do get ready. Maybe a bit more actually. I might be overestimating myself. So Vanny, if you have anything to read, this is the last chance.
I have a $10 donation from Eris that says, "This reminds me, happy birthday, Vahisht. Sing him a song. Is it your birthday?
No, not even close.
Not even close? Oh, okay. I would have sang you happy birthday.
Aw.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying it's not.
yeah.
Oh, that was a great clip. Oh. You know what? The guard must have seen me and okay, it's good.
Whoever's out there, give yourself up.
I will not, thank you. Super jump to get up here, shoot this thing over here. Now quick check that everything went correctly. Yeah, there's the soldier. He's only here if the ending is about to be triggered. And once we get to the 3rd floor, and the cutscene starts. That's when the timer ends, which will be in about 5 seconds-ish, something like that. Time.
I've done what you asked. Now what?
So what's the time? 43 minutes for Helios ending. That's decent. I'm happy with that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, well, that was Deus Ex. I would like to give some shout-outs at the end. First of all, Deus Ex speedrunning community and Deus Ex randomizer community. Absolutely wonderful people. Deus Ex is the first game I ever speedran, and through them I understood just how welcoming and nice speedrunning communities can be. And, you know, I continue with the hobby. I found some of my best friends in there. And a couple of years later, I'm here at GDQ. So thank you guys. You are awesome. A massive, heartfelt shout-outs to my girlfriend, Ali, and the Speed fam. Thank you so much for all the support that you've been giving me, not just with GDQ, but just in general. I really love you guys. And yes, I did bring the keyboard with me as well. Thank you so much, GDQ, for having me. It was an absolute blast. Thank you so much to the attendees of GDQ. I've only been here for a while, but interacting with you has been nothing but an absolute pleasure. So thank you for that. Thank you for anyone who donated. You've been very generous. I really appreciate that. And yeah, that's it from me. Maybe we'll see each other, you know, in the future again. Who knows? And with that, goodbye.